And the law is out and about.
Jam fam family, the Jam fam family, yeah. Jam fam, come hang with me.
Hello, Wagwan. Big up yourself, whether you're there yard or you're there abroad. Welcome back to another episode of Life with the Jam Fams. Is Jamaica safe? Is Jamaica safe to live, they say? I've been asked this question by so many people who are genuinely concerned for whether or not our move to Jamaica was the best idea based on its safety. And their concern is rightly placed because of the things that they see on social media, the news report that they hear out of the Jamaican news broadcasters, and the general idea of stories that's shared about Jamaica constantly in social media platforms. Sincerely, at some points, I also had concerns before moving. And so I decided that I'm going to do some due diligence and have a look to see what things really are like in Jamaica. And so you might have seen something as old as Russ Kemp documentary that he did on gangs and violence in Jamaica back in the decade of the early 2000s.
Kingston, Jamaica. In 2006, this Caribbean island became the murder capital of the world.
To Drew Binsky's recent documentary that he has done.
Dangerous countries in the Caribbean.
The federal government is warning tourists about traveling to certain destinations in the Caribbean.
Due to a rise in drug cartels.
2 men were shot, 1 fatally.
Leaving many tourists wondering if they should vacation elsewhere.
You've seen people who visited the country, such as tshowyou from Nigeria, showcasing the balance of life in Jamaica, that there is crime, but there is also a peaceful existence.
Jamaica is a beautiful place on all sides.
Jamaica is the most famous English-speaking country in the Caribbean, and its most visited city is Montego Bay. Today, I'll be exploring the different parts of this city, from trying out the local food to experiencing the culture and learning about the history.
You've seen people like Wademaya, who's come to Jamaica, touring the capital, Kingston, walking freely downtown, and recording the highlights of Jamaica that people don't tend to see very often because that's not what people want to showcase.
Jamaica is a paradise. It's been 6 years trying to visit this country, but the moment that this dream almost became a reality, I saw this news.
The government is warning tourists about traveling to certain destinations in the Caribbean, like the Bahamas and now Jamaica. Local 10's Leanne Motohong is live with this developing story. Leanne.
Janice, these are some of the most attractive, most beautiful destinations in the world.
And you've seen people like Irie, Jamaica, who has moved to Jamaica as an expat residing in Jamaica, and she showcases Jamaica in its awesomeness so that the world can see.
It happened in Jamaica that a lot of us been waiting for a long time. Crime in Jamaica reduced significantly, to the point that from the start of this year, Jamaica recorded the lowest number of homicides in 22 years. Not only that, Jamaica's unemployment rate fell to the record low, 4.2%. To put it in context, it's actually better than in some so-called developed countries like Germany or Canada. None of this is accidental. It's the result of what's been described as the most remarkable but underappreciated turnaround stories in economic history. I live in Jamaica, so I was just waiting in anticipation for the mainstream media to finally acknowledge the progress. Jamaica often gets bad press, but the facts are here. What are they going to say now?
And people like Dee Mwanga from Kenya, who's come here and shown living in Jamaica.
The streets of Montego Bay looks like. I just want to check them out, want to look for some street food and have a bite, you know. Jamaica is not what I expected, it feels like Africa, like Western Africa actually. Talk of Ghana, that's the feeling that I'm having here, the weather, the people, that's what I'm feeling here.
Many other YouTubers have come here and shown this. And so one of the things I did when I was trying to get a balanced view for moving to Jamaica is I decided to look at YouTubers who are living here and the stories they're showing. I also decided to look at JIS, which gives me ideas about the developments that are happening in Jamaica, or upcoming developments. There are also several other YouTubers who do something very similar, where they show you things that are happening. There are lots of people who are in Jamaica with YouTube channels who are expats or repats, and they are showcasing themselves living, whether they're living in the countryside or they're living in metropolitan areas or they're living in other cities across the country. And they're showcasing the lifestyle that they're living. Now, crime is everywhere. So even in New York, Los Angeles, Atlanta, New Jersey, wherever you go, if you go to Toronto or if you go to Alberta, Vancouver, there is crime. If you're in London, Birmingham, Milton Keynes, there is crime. And the idea of somebody saying that something is safe or unsafe is very relative to their own perspective and their experience. And oftentimes what we're seeing showcasing is people's experience. Now, of course, wherever we have social, economical depravity, there is going to be certain petty crime. So there is more likely to be theft and crime amongst people with infighting and tribal rivalries. However, that doesn't in itself make Jamaica an unsafe place to be, because we will show you the recent nomination that Jamaica has had with regards to its tourism. And in spite of what they say about the crime in Jamaica and America's travel advisory, Jamaica is still a place where people want to come.
Celebrations are in order for Jamaica, crowned as the Global Destination of the Year at the acclaimed ITB Travel Trade Show Berlin in March 2024. A momentous victory indeed for Caribbean tourism. This prestigious title is not just a feather in the cap, but a testament to Jamaica's phenomenal tourism achievements. In the year 2023, this tropical paradise welcomed over 4 million international visitors. Imagine the bustling beaches, vibrant music and infectious energy pulsating through the island. Jamaica didn't just attract visitors though, it also generated a staggering $4.2 billion in earnings. Truly a powerhouse on the global tourism landscape. So here's to Jamaica, the Global Destination of the Year, a shining beacon of Caribbean tourism.
Of course, there are things that could change, things that could improve, as is wherever you live. And I know for certain that you will see us showing you footage of us going to different places. From the time we've come into the country, we're out at night for the Grand Market experience, for example. That was night, we were out freely walking. We'll show you videos of us freely walking in the town. You'll see videos of police officers out. The city we are in, we have a soldier camp, so we have soldiers out sometimes just doing their rounds and making sure that things are kept nice and orderly. Some crime are prevented, and others you might see where you might see fights between people happening. It's not unusual, you know. The fights you'll see out when people have disagreements is probably very similar to two people stumbling out of a nightclub in America or Canada or the UK or places like that and fighting because they had a disagreement about something. So those things are happening and they happen wherever you go. But on the grand scheme of things, do we feel safe in Jamaica? Most definitely. I walk around in Jamaica all the time. I go to places, there are places that I would choose not to go because I have no business being there. And does crime happen to people? Most of the crime that happen in Jamaica tend to happen with people who are having conflicts among themselves, and or some sort of in-family rivalry that happens, or people who live in certain garrison areas that have been having tribal conflicts and rivalry for years. I'm sure at this point they themselves probably don't even know why this fighting is going on, because they're living it and it's passed on from generation to generation. But at this point, Jamaica is not a place that hasn't had crime and violence. It's had it from even before we gained independence, and it's managing that. And so one of the things that I think would make a big difference is an increase in employment, and that has been increasing. And so we just need to be mindful of the narrative that we're hearing regarding Jamaica, because there are people who are purposefully spreading the propaganda about crime and violence and Jamaica being a bad place to be. And they are doing that with inherently ill intent whilst they themselves are able to further their own agendas in whatever way, shape or form. So I would suggest that if you are concerned about whether or not Jamaica is a safe place for you to be, Jamaica has 3 million people living on this lovely, sunlit island, and they are going about their business daily with the hustle and bustle through towns and cities, and they are getting to where they need to go. They are coming home safe. They are enjoying themselves. Jamaica has a vibrant nightlife for those people who like that. It has a vibrant coastal lines with excitement and activity that you can do. There is off the beaten path activities that you can get into, and if you keep yourself out of certain conflicts and rivalry with other people, then you are safe. I mean, sometimes you'll hear about people who, returning residents who encounter things. Oftentimes, those are in-family conflicts. It's not just random. And on occasions, people are in the wrong place at the wrong time, and they end up having incidents that happens to them. Sometimes when you hear the news showcasing, I personally try not to listen to the news, and I make sure that I filter the news that I listen to, because if you listen to the news and some people's social media feed that they just put out just so that they can sensationalize people and have it all grounded in fear and hostility just to try and see if they can get some views. I mean, even on the news sometimes, in the daytime when you have headline news and you hear the graphicness of the news that they're showcasing, you have to wonder, how could intelligent journalists in this time and season put out information like that? Because some of the things they're telling you should only be information privy to the crime scene investigators and the police that are investigating the cases. Because if those cases become cold case and get investigated in the future, so many people are privy to the information that should have been kept confidential that it's a wonder if they get to solve those cases, because people are so aware of the intimate details of them. And I have no idea why the Jamaican media feel the need to do these things. Maybe it's in who owns and operates some of the media sources, and whatever cause they think that it's going to further for them. However, I do believe that you need to have balanced information to make your decision. Ready? Steady? Short passes first. That one was hard. And it didn't fall as much as you tried to cheat. Why you go so far? Huh? Yeah, we said we had the short one. That is so high.
I am sorry that I wasn't at the ball for
Unless you're related to Papa Tree, we would have catch it.
No matter where in this world I go, I am a Jamaican. No birth papers I have to show, cause I am a Jamaican. No matter where in this world.
Just wait until my turn. It's my next turn.
Okay.
I go, I am a Jamaican. No birth papers I have to show, cause I am a Jamaican. I have Jamaican walk, them here Jamaican talk, cause I am a Jamaican. Them here Jamaican chat, them say Jamaican bop, cause I am a Jamaican. Now
oh wow. I'm going to get my ice lolly.
Push my hand up.
Huh?
I just pushed my hand up.
Time out, I need to get my ice lolly. Ready? Ready again? Are we ready? Topping over? Oh.
no matter where in this world I go, I am a Jamaican. No birth papers I have to show, 'cause I am a Jamaican. No matter where in this world I go, I am a Jamaican. No papers I have to show, 'cause I am a Jamaican. I have Jamaican walk, them here Jamaican talk, 'cause I am a Jamaican. Them here Jamaican chat, them say Jamaican bop, 'cause I am a Jamaican. Now
oh, the speed run. Even I could try.
Thank you so much for coming along and joining us today as we talk about something that is so important and that people actually need to hear a balance of perspective on with regards to Jamaica and its safety and how it is living here. And so I'm grateful that we could shed some light from our perspective and our experience that we're living here, and also the experiences that we have garnered from other people who are also living here and sharing their life experience with others so that others can see what it is like. And I'm hoping that it will be informative and help you in making your decision for how you're going to go about with your move. So bye for now and see you in the next one.
no matter where in this world I go,